Hi guys, welcome back to my rabbit hole of K-pop. I'm Atomic Rabbit. I've seen a few comments pass by about Dreamers, that it was out. I would like to refer you to my community page where I posted a few updates and also how this channel works, as well as my Twitter, because that is where I announced last week that this week I would only be able to get to the regular shows that I was watching on a day. I have not been home the past 2 weekends. I'm not gonna be home this weekend. I have a little bit of time right now to film this video for you guys. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to watch this together with you or if I was gonna watch it by myself. Turns out I have some time. That is why Dreamers is not shared with you. I have watched it when it dropped because I knew I wasn't gonna be able to get to it. So I'm sorry for that. I watched Dreamers, I listened to it, I love the song. I love rapper Songhwa. I'm so glad that there's finally a few verses with him in it. I'm hoping that in the future we will be getting a little bit more because he's just that versatile. And he's a really good rapper. I love his tone. I love the sound. I loved all the different scenes in it. I was reminded of Inception because the members had their individual scenes. And I think it was especially Jungho's scene where he was sitting in the middle of the forest on top of those speakers with the microphones next to him, listening to the sounds of nature. It reminded me a little bit of that scene where he sits on a tribune where he's looking at all that he's losing, and now it felt like he was listening to all that there is. And I felt the same sort of vibe from all the other members. Like they were in the middle of nature on a beautiful place on earth and just enjoying the little things. But it wasn't that little. I just got a call from my aunt in between and I needed to take that call, so I had to pause this. And now I've lost my train of thought. I just absolutely can't remember what I was saying. I think I was saying something along the lines of ATEEZ enjoying the little things, but realizing that the little things aren't that little, that they're actually magnanimous because it's earth and nature and dreams and looking beyond the stars, sort of. And there was also some sort of sense of freedom in the whole video. So yeah, that's what I can say about Dreamers. And then there's Wonderwall as well. I was hoping that I could also record those to watch them together with you, but because of this whole chaos situation these past weeks, I decided to watch them in between because A, there's a lot of spoilers going around. B, I know that there's a lot of information for me personally that is also interesting to listen to. For example, Songhwa saying that it takes a long time to reach success, but as long as you stay true to yourself in the end, you will win. Even if it hurts a lot and even if it takes a long time, eventually you will win. And you will win especially if you don't regret whatever you did. So it's better to stay true to yourself than to conform to what society wants from you and what the mainstream would want from you, which is one of the big strong suits of ATEEZ. But it's also one of my rules that I will do whatever I deem is the correct way. And my correct way is based on whatever I have observed plus my personal experience in life. So I try to, with everything that I do, I try to set an example that I think, based on all of that, is something that contributes to everyone else's development, or at least I hope so. That is why I share a lot of personal things as well with you. And why sometimes I just keep on whining. It is just part of life. Me struggling through life, struggling with financial situation, having a home situation that is far from ideal, that even if I have a roof on top of my head, if I would explain to you the whole situation and show you how my everyday life is, you would realize that it actually isn't that ideal. Why wouldn't I be allowed to talk about that? I grew up with my parents telling me that there are some things that you just don't say. I agree, there are some things that you just don't say. One of those things is spewing negative things about other people, having opinions that are closed off to change, forcing your opinion onto something else. Those are things you don't do. But sharing your personal struggles, sharing personal insights, sharing a journey of self-discovery, I believe is something that could encourage other people. If we open up everything, wouldn't there be less frustration in the world? Wouldn't we be less envious about each other? Wouldn't we look more towards ourselves and try to develop ourselves to find places in it? Wouldn't the world be a very much better place? If I share stuff from my personal point of view and I share that with you, saying that it is my point of view and you have yours and yours is just as valid as mine, if I show that example and you start doing the same thing in your entourage and so forth, wouldn't that bring about a very nice change? I think ATEEZ is one of the biggest examples who is doing that. They're staying true to themselves. We are admiring that. But I think that we can also take a lesson from that and start doing that ourselves in our daily lives. No matter how much we struggle, share that struggle with someone. You never know who you might be able to inspire. So that is why I watch Wonderwall by myself. I can't really say a lot about it because I'm trying to process it. Yeah, there's a lot of information in there that we know about. It's been shared with us, but it's great to discover it. And it's also great to hear some of the behind stories even more. But I think that we are very privileged in the fact that ATEEZ sees us as an extension of themselves or equals to them. I take that at heart. I go through everyday life, not putting them up high on a podium where I can't reach them like they're gods. No, they're people just like you and I. And they are famous. They reach more people than you and I do. Maybe I'm reaching a little bit more people than you are, which I'm very grateful for. But we're all humans, we all have our qualities. And being an artist doesn't mean that you're superior to everyone else. And ATEEZ is showing that. They are not superior to everyone else. They're just like you and me. They're just people. And I think that if we all realize that, if we realize that they go through similar struggles, but in their own ways, as we do, I think there would maybe be more respect and understanding between H&E and ATEEZ. Because I see things on social media and I observe things, and I think that is something that not everyone has understood yet. Anyway, that was it for those two. Thank you for listening. Again, if you need information before spamming the comment section of any of my videos, especially if they're not ATEEZ videos, please check the community page and please check my Twitter. You also can access Twitter without having an account. So you can always check my Twitter before asking about something, because I usually update. And if something is not here and I haven't said anything about it, it means that I'm still trying to figure out if I can post it or not, or I haven't gotten to it and it's still on my planning. Okay, got that out of the way. Now I'm going to be watching the Zoom episode with the side note that I am not gonna be home this weekend, so if there's more episodes that drop before Sunday evening, I will watch them by myself, because I'm not gonna wait until Sunday evening to watch these. Just like Dreamers, I wasn't gonna wait. It's just no fun. You're an H&E and you can't watch stuff? That's torture. I'm not gonna torture myself. I don't like pain. So, episode 1, let's go.
안녕하세요.
잘 지내셨어요? 네. 잘 지내셨어요?
너무
네.
잘 지냈어.
잘 못 지냈어.
왜?
보고 싶어.
누가?
너.
아 뭐야? 왜 저러는 거야? 하여튼
왜요?
네?
오늘 왜 모였어요?
일상 토크 좀 할게요.
일상 토크.
우리 ATEEZ 분들께서 궁금하신 우리의 얘기들이 많을 거 아니에요. 다들 뭐하고 지냈어요?
그러면 이제 우영이 형의 일산에 대해서 얘기하면 되는 거 아니에요?
네, 일상 토크 합시다.
네, 일산.
하여튼 그리고 또 뭐 했어요? 저 윤호 씨는 뭐예요?
저 방에 혼자 있다 보니까 제가 좀 모습이 변했어요.
드디어 강아지로 변했구나.
드디어 본래 모습으로 돌아왔구나.
그래. 뼈.
아니
인호 씨 샤워하고 오신 거예요?
아니에요. 여기 제 전용 찌질방이에요.
아니 종호 씨는 안 추워요?
안 춥습니다.
오.
에이틴이를 사랑하는 따뜻한 마음이 여기 가슴 속에 새겨지니까 제 몸에 여기도 후끈후끈 달아오르네요.
오. 좋아요.
여성아,
좋아요.
어이.
너 그거 키우는 거야?
저 이거는 강아지예요.
강아지.
이름이 뭐야?
That's a kitten.
호아지요, 호아지. 야, 호랑이는 고양이과야.
Uh-huh. Thank you, you know.
네, 맞아요, 성화 형.
어.
형 뒤에 누구예요?
아, 있어. 잘생긴 애.
그래요?
못나?
근데 홍중이 형,
응?
왜 모였어요 저희?
왜요? 오늘 모인 이유는 저희가 오늘 모인 이유는 종호 씨가 설명해 줄 거예요.
제가 물어봤는데 제가 설명을 하라고요?
네.
아 예. 저희가 오늘 모인 이유는요.
네.
바로 저희의 마음과 온전한 딱 이 환경과 이런 것을 생각으로 딱 싹 정리할 수 있는 시간을 가져보려고 해요.
You know, it's completely
바로
disappearing.
바로 두 글자 명상.
명상.
네, 명상을 할 건데 듣는 말에 묻고 대답하면 안 되고요. 듣는 말에 따라해 주시면 돼요.
오케이.
이제 이게
그것도 네.
여러분 이게 뇌를 쉬게 해주는 명상이래요.
또
이제 방 안에서만 지친 여러분들을 위해서 명상을 하는 거니까 딱
좋아.
집중해서 하래요.
에이티니 분들도 다 같이 하시면 좋을 것 같습니다.
네.
네. 어?
그러면 7분 동안 아무 말도 안 하기.
예.
야 근데 성아야,
어?
너는 혼자 해야 돼. 자꾸 둘이서 같이 하지 말고. 명상 혼자
아,
해야지.
혼자 해야 돼?
자 시작해볼게요.
예.
오늘도
영상!
수고하는 소중한 나의 몸과 마음을 위해 잠시 리프레시하는 시간 함께 갖겠습니다. 여기저기 경직된 몸을 가볍게 풀어주세요. 기지개를 쭉 펴서 몸을 좌우, 앞뒤로 쭉쭉 늘려주고 목과 어깨도 가볍게 돌려줍니다. 이제 의자에 편안하게 기대어 앉아 눈을 감습니다. 눈을 감고 마치 몸을 스캔하듯 머리끝부터 발끝까지 가볍게 훑어 내려오며
So,
의식으로
What are you
몸
doing?
곳곳을 부드럽게 어루만져 주세요. 잠시 모든 것을 멈춥니다. 아무것도 하지 않는 시간을 나에게 허락해 주세요. 바쁘게 돌아가는 세상의 한가운데에서 잠시 나만의 고요한 안식처에 머무겠습니다. 만약 지금 머릿속에 생각들이 가득 차 있고 마음이 답답하다면 깊은 호흡과 함께 나의 숨에 모두 실어 보내주세요. 숨 깊게 들이쉬고 내쉬는 숨에 들여보냅니다. 남아있는 긴장도 날숨과 함께 후루 보내주세요.
why do I feel like you know and Woo-young are sleeping? Seems like the oldest and the Magni are really into this.
호흡을 애써 조절하려 하지 않아도 괜찮아요.
I can't follow because I could sit here and close my eyes.
호흡이 들고
I
나도록
don't speak Korean, so I wouldn't
허용해주세요.
understand it.
본연의 흐름을 존중하며 가만히 호흡을 느껴봅니다.
Okay,
숨을 들이쉴 때 몸의 변화 알아차리고 숨을 내쉴 때
Okay, let me
몸의
try
변화
this.
알아차립니다. 남은 하루 마음에 어떠한 생각 구름이 일더라도 애써 붙들고 씨름하거나 두려워하며 밀어내려 하지 않아도 괜찮습니다. 한 걸음 물러나 이런 생각을 하고 있구나 라고 알아차리고 흘려보내주면 마음에 고이지 않고
Song with
흘러갑니다.
that sun.
이제 편안하게 호흡을 고르며 서서히 의식을 지금 이곳으로 돌려와 천천히 눈을 뜹니다. 마음이 빛나면 삶이 빛납니다. 내 안의 별을 밝히세요.
감사합니다. 박상아 잔거 같은데? 박상아 잔거 같은데?
아닌데?
산이도 명상하고 있대. 기다려봐. 산이 저 온대. 기다려봐봐.
내 마음이 이렇게 뇌가 쉬어지네.
뭔가 깨우친 것 같아요.
깨우쳤어? 뭐 깨우쳤어?
그냥 삶의 질과 이것이 인생이란 거에 뭔가 좀
이것이 인생이요.
이것이 인생이요.
야,
오,
Yeah.
기다려봐.
Yeah.
근데 이게 다 조용하다고?
마음의 평안을 얻은 거지.
내가 청결해져서 그래요.
내가 청결.
네.
뭐야?
안녕. 산이가 명상하고 있었대.
아 안녕.
서!
하나.
뭐야?
뭐야? 산이가 없는데?
여기 산이 있잖아.
뭐야?
배경.
안녕.
나 사이 여기도 있다.
야, 산아 명상을 했더니 왜 들어있어?
잘
난
생겼네.
산이다.
그렇네. 윤호는 산에 있네.
나도 산 속에 있다.
그렇네. 이제 뭐 하실 거예요, 다들?
운동해야죠.
운동 안 맞네? 바로 운동이네.
네.
하여튼, 다들 좋은 시간 보내시고요.
예.
네. 송도 불주먹 씨,
네.
마무리 좀 해주세요.
명상하니까 좋네요. 우리 앞으로도 이렇게 명상을 가끔씩 하면 좋을 것 같아요.
오케이. 자, 그러면
오케이.
각자 개인적으로도 한번 이렇게 명상하는 시간을 가져보면 좋을 것 같아요.
오케이. 나 잘 것 같아, 근데.
나도.
안녕.
안녕. 또 뭐예요?
근데 이게 되게 좋네. 앞으로 많이 같이 모여요. 이렇게.
갈게요.
빠빠.
안녕.
아이.
재밌네. 정말 안
좋아.
나가요.
This is exactly what I mean when I say ATEEZ are just people like you and me, because this could have been just as well a Zoom meeting where I was present, except they couldn't see me. And it was just like the space that we witnessed. I hope you witnessed it. It was a lot of fun. There was 28,000 something, 29,000 viewers, listeners, whatever. It was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for all the translators who did the live translations. It's just so cozy and nice and I love it. And it's just one big happy family. Or we're getting there. Thank you so much for joining me on my couch. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you Monday for Codename, which is on Patreon because it got blocked, in case you are not following my Twitter and not looking there. Codename Patreon. Link is in every description box of every video.